welcome to round number 4 here at TJ's. We got a couple of 3-0s for you. Kevin Luu, you have on your left. And Dan Paine, got on your right. These players just need to win one more round, and they should be able to draw in the top 8 if everything goes right. Kevin Luu is not playing Bant Eldrazi, like the overhead says. He is playing Primeval Titan deck. Instead of Pedro, like last round, who has Through the Breach, he's focusing more on Scapesift. So he's just trying to get to that critical mass of 7 or 8 lands and crush souls with mountains. Dan is not doing that. I'll tell you what he's playing in a second. Come on, Dan. Where's your deck list? Yeah, much better. Dan's playing Burn. This is going to be a quick match. Swift Spear. Explore. Kevin just wants to ramp. He's going for the combo kill this game. And, you know, really, he's going for the combo kill every game. Delicate in play for Kevin. Not a big deal. Would normally be a big deal for these Scapesift decks, but he's got 4 in his deck. He's going hard in the paint. But look, so's Dan. He's attacking for 4 on turn 2, putting Kevin Luu to 14. Little derelict in the life totals. These boys want to finish the match so they can get some hamburgers. That's my best guess. Anger of the Gods. Wow. Main deck Anger of the Gods. Clears Dan Paine's side of the board. Kevin gotta be pretty happy with this. He's at 14 life, 13 now from the fetch land, but he's just facing down a Rift Bolt at 13. Versus Dan, whose hand should contain something like 3 cards. Kevin just needs a few more land to get to a critical mass. Wow, look at this. Main deck, Obstinate Ballast. Shove it in your eye, Dan Paine. Jeez. That's kind of hateful. Up to 18 life is he. Dan says, burn ya. 15. But even if all those cards in Dan's hand are Boros Charms, and he had the mana to cast him, Kevin would still be alive. He's at such a healthy 18 right now. And is only 1 mana away from prime time. Untap draw. Let's see what Kevin's got. Burn. Super highly represented at this tournament. Probably about 7 or 8 burn decks in the room for only 40-something players. Most popular deck by a long shot. Ian Carl's Lantern deck is not happy. Mountains number 6 and 7. Yeah, there's the scoop. Dan knows that he could have chosen his hand and wouldn't have been able to win that game. But Dan says, man, my first feature match and I get creamed. What the hell? He's like, you know, I just wanted to play against Death Shadow. At least that's what I'd be saying. Dan, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but I think you'd take the guy who's cycling 4 Street Race on turn 1 over the guy that's trying to combo kill you and play Obstinate Ballast. But hey, that's just me. Some people are gluttons for punishment. Yeah, looking at sideboards, Dan not really packing much in the way of super effective cards. I mean, he could put in Path to Exile for the prime time. He could put in Core Firewalker for Anger of the Gods Protection. Could put in Destructive Revelry if he thinks his opponent's on Colney Heart Expedition. Could put in Deflecting Palm for the 6 damage attack from prime time, but I mean, really, all of these just don't seem good enough. They all seem just too slow. Maybe Deflecting Palm. Maybe. I'm not even sure about that. Now, Kevin, on the other hand, has some okay cards, nothing crazy. He just has like kind of inefficient ways to deal with creatures. He has stuff like Engineered, which is going to cost 3 mana on the draw to kill a Goblin Guide. Really, just not great. He has like Sudden Shock, Anger of the Gods. All these cards in his sideboard cost more mana to kill the creatures than the creatures cost themselves. So, really, I mean, it's not a great solution for him. His deck's already pretty well set up, though. He has Anger main deck. He has 4 Lightning Bolt main deck. He has 3 Obstinate Vow, 2 Courser of Crewfix main deck. Kevin is really smart, and I'll tell you why. Kevin knows that Modern is not played in a vacuum. There is no global metagame for Modern, right? There is no... Right, there's a global metagame for Standard. And there's a global metagame for Limited. Simpler formats, right? But there is no global metagame for Modern. There are local metagames for Modern. Now, this is important. This is important. This can't be overlooked. There are local metagames for Modern. The TJ Collectibles / Northeast / Massachusetts / whatever you want to call it, local metagame for Modern is a lot of burn. There are a lot of burn decks. Maybe in southern Florida or Mississippi or Seattle or Paris, France. I don't know. Maybe there aren't a lot of burn decks. Maybe there are a lot of Lantern decks. I don't know. Never played there. But in this local metagame, there's a lot of burn. And Kevin did a really smart thing, right? Kevin metagamed his deck, changed his main deck to be very good against burn. To have main deck 5 life gain creatures. 5 life gain creatures. 3 Obstinate Ballast main deck. 2 Summoner's Pack main deck to find them. I mean, he could have played anti-control cards. Instead, he played anti-creature cards. And he's really smart, and I gotta give him props. There's a reason that he's 3-0, and he's probably going to be 4-0 in about 6 minutes. Yeah. I mean, Kevin, man. You're a smart guy. I like your deck building choices. And you're getting nut drawn right now, and, that kind of sucks. But your deck is so well set up to beat Dan here. And I can't hate on Dan either. I mean, his sideboard, he has Core Firewalkers. There are plenty of lists that play 0 Core Firewalkers. But Dan also knew there was a lot of burn. He played Core Firewalkers. He took out the silly main deck Atarkus commands. He put in more Lightning Helix, because he knows there's a lot of burn. Smart metagame calls, guys. This is what wins tournaments. It's not switching decks at the last minute to a deck you've never played and don't know how to play. It's in making the right sideboard choices, the right main deck choices. Tweaking. Saying, I sideboarded in these Lightning Helixes 5 out of 7 rounds last week. What if I main deck them? That's what wins a Magic tournament. That's what top 8s. And there are a lot of burn players in the room. And Dan Paine is the one at 3-0. And I'm not saying it's because of the Lightning Helix. Who knows? But it definitely helps. Brian Kelly, top 8 last week. He only has 2 Lightning Helix. He still has 4 stinky Atarkas commands. The card's great and all, but I don't think it's what you wanted this week, Brian. Here it is. Here's the Courser. Reeling Mountain. Playing Mountain. Gaining a life. EOT burn. Upkeep. Burn. Any spell in the deck will do it here. Block. Kevin goes to 2. I guess the Goblin Guide triggers reveal the Sakura on top. That doesn't matter. Wow, land go. Dan missed on a burn spell. Jeez, man. That is unlucky. Any spell in the deck would have killed there. But instead he's at 5. Baloth. Brings him up to 9. That's pretty good versus an opponent who clearly has nothing. Might have been a small life total dispute. Looks like 7, not 9. So my bad on that one. Kevin, playing around all eventualities, cracks the Sakura main phase to get the life from Courser of Crewfix guaranteed. Tight play there. He decided he didn't really want that Summoner's Pact. He must already have it prime time. Oh, Scapesift on top. That's a lethal Scapeshift. Kevin untaps. Kevin wins. Prime time in hand. He's got the goods. Yeah, you can see how fast he's going. Land. Scapeshift. Handshake. Alright. Dan making him play it out. If this were Magic Online, this would be for spite. Make Kevin stack all 6 Courser triggers. But yeah, there's the hand. All lands. Dan, you got unlucky, man. You know that. You should have won that game. You started with 2 Goblin Guides on the play, and you lost. Was nothing you did, buddy. That you drew 4 spells. I mean, that happens sometimes. You played against a pretty bad matchup, too. Kevin, looking to top 8 his 2nd Titanium Challenge. He knows this deck. This is the deck he's played. He's played this deck quite a bit. He top 8 the very first one in January. Didn't win, but he's going to try and make up for that today. He's going to try and earn his spot in the Titanium Finals. Will he be able to do it? I don't know. Yeah, there's a sudden shot. He boarded in 1 card because, well, his deck is already stacked against Dan. I'm a little surprised he didn't board in Engineered Explosives, but guess he decided he didn't need them. Didn't board in the Chalice on the draw. It's just a little too slow. Maybe would have put it in on the play. Either way, he in most reasonable universes, he doesn't lose to Dan. He only loses to Dan if Dan gets the nut draw. And it doesn't matter what Kevin has if Dan has the nut draw because he's not going to win. So congrats to Kevin, locked up top 8. Dan still live at 3-1. Just needs to win 1 more for the right to draw in. Good luck to Dan. Until until round 5, guys, I will see ya. Thanks for watching.